Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really cool piece of storytelling, a Western tale that's all about betrayal. We're going to break down how the author uses just one single object, a gun, to completely unravel this massive web of lies and set up an epic showdown.
Okay, let's just start with this opening line. Wow. Right off the bat, the author plunges us into this atmosphere of total mistrust. Tense stance, false camaraderie. You just know this is not a happy band of brothers. It's a powder keg, and we're just sitting here waiting for the spark.
And right there, that's the big question the author wants us to ask from page 1. In a room full of liars, who's really playing who? This isn't just a hook to get you interested. It's the engine that drives the whole story. It makes you second-guess every single look, every word. So how do we start to untangle all that? Well, let's begin with the man at the center of it all, the antagonist, Silas Black. Yeah, he's the leader, but his grip on the gang has nothing to do with loyalty. It's all built on a carefully constructed web of manipulation and outright lies. And this is where we get a real taste of how he operates. It's so clever, because the author doesn't just tell us Silas is manipulative. We hear it through the words of this young, impressionable kid, Finn O'Malley. Silas is basically poisoning the well, rewriting history to isolate our protagonist, Elias, and keep everyone else under his thumb. I love this because the author just lays it all out for us side by side. On the left, you've got Silas's version of the story. On the right, you get the cold, hard truth. It's just this stark, black and white look at how good this guy is at twisting reality. This lie is the pillar holding up his entire kingdom of dirt. And Elias, man, he just nails it with this one line. It's a chilling way to put it, but it's the truth. He sees right through Silas. To a guy like that, people are just things you use or things you get rid of. And it's this cold, hard fact that really kicks the whole conflict into high gear. Okay, so we've got this web of lies, right? Now let's look at who's caught right in the middle of it. And that would be the story's moral compass, the young Finn O'Malley. He's trapped, stuck between these two incredibly powerful opposing forces. And what's so great about the writing here is how we see Finn's inner turmoil. He's not some hardened criminal. He's a kid in crisis. And the author shows us this. You can almost feel the war going on behind this kid's eyes. And that vulnerability, that's the first real crack in Silas's wall of control. And then we get to this line. And honestly, this is the whole game changer. You can hear the stutter, the desperation in his voice. This is him choosing a side. It's a raw plea for a different life, a rejection of the violent world that Silas has built. He's not asking for money, he's asking for a chance to save his soul. So Finn's little moment of truth, it's not just about him. It's the trigger for the story's biggest reveal. It's the first domino to fall, leading to this devastating betrayal that's symbolized by one single cursed object. You can just feel the air get sucked out of the room here. When Finn brings up Elias's brother, the story just slams on the brakes. Elias's question is so sharp, so sudden. It tells you immediately that Finn has no idea, but he's just stepped on a landmine. And watch what the author does here. Everything just slows down. The action stops, the world gets quiet. Finn's confession is a whisper, which forces Elias and us, the readers, to lean in and hang on every single word. It's brilliant. And boom, there it is, the punch to the gut. This isn't just about some old grudge anymore. This one line confirms it all. Silas didn't just abandon Elias's brother Thomas. He murdered him. And the proof? He carries the murder weapon around like a trophy. This is where we get the name, the Judas Colt. And what a name it is. It's not just a gun anymore. It's the physical embodiment of treachery, tying what Silas did to one of the most famous betrayals in all of history. And it just hangs there on his hip, this constant, arrogant reminder of his crime. So, hearing this just changes the entire game for Elias. His motivation completely shifts. He's not just a guy trying to escape anymore. No. Now he's on a mission. He's become an instrument of justice. But here's the thing. His plan isn't just to go in, guns blazing. Look at this. It's smart. It's calculated. He wants to protect the younger guys, the ones like Finn, by giving them a way out, all while he builds this perfect, meticulous trap designed for one person and one person only, Silas.
And that's the setup for the final showdown, right? This is the collision course the whole story has been building towards. On one side, you have Silas, driven by nothing but greed, and on the other, Elias, driven by a need for justice. It's wealth versus vengeance, chaos versus control.
But, and this is super important, the author is really careful not to turn Elias into some perfect white hat hero. He's a flawed guy, a tarnished soul with his own dark past. This whole thing isn't about glory for him. It's a desperate search for, as it says here, a sliver of redemption. He's not trying to save the world, just maybe his own soul. So, in the end, that's the big question the story leaves you chewing on. Elias is about to make this huge choice, a choice that's going to define everything. But is it really enough? The story makes you wonder about the true weight of redemption. Can one righteous act ever truly balance a lifetime of wrongs? It's a tough one, right?